EMV is the coming credit card security standard. In this EMV video Q&A series, we will answer your most pressing EMV questions. When does EMV start? And can I use it before the deadline?
EMV is already active worldwide today. The launch in the US has already begun, and a liability shift will begin in October of 2015. With OpenEdge, merchants can upgrade to EMV-capable terminals at any point, either now, before the deadline, or after the liability shift has occurred.
What does it mean to me when the EMV liability shift happens?
A liability shift will occur in October of 2015. After the liability shift, merchants who accept EMV card transactions without using EMV terminal equipment will be held responsible for card counterfeit fraud and chargebacks that result. To avoid the liability shift, a merchant needs to implement EMV hardware and use it to process all EMV chip card transactions.
Will I be charged more if I don't implement EMV?
The bulk of the cost of card acceptance is in the form of interchange. Interchange is driven by the card networks and issuing banks, and OpenEdge has no control over the fees that are charged in the interchange system.
Is EMV a government mandate?
While there's no mandate to implement EMV, it is an important part of an overall payment security solution. Combining EMV with point-to-point encryption and tokenization can provide the merchants with benefits such as EMV liability shift, protecting cardholder data, and reducing their PCI compliance burden.
EMV is neither a law nor a legal mandate. At the end of the day, it's just a good idea. In essence, it's just a safer, more secure practice. This makes for a better practice for everyone in the processing chain, from processors to card issuers, merchants, and consumers. At OpenEdge, we just want to ensure that our merchants and our partners are able to quickly and successfully implement EMV.
Do I have to implement EMV?
EMV is not a mandate, it is not a law, and the liability shift is the responsibility of the party where the vulnerability occurs. We, as OpenEdge, have a very solid PCI-validated processing platform that includes an EMV solution that we encourage every merchant and every partner to leverage. Since it's already available, we do all the heavy lifting to provide a solution that makes it easier for you to implement.
It's up to each individual merchant to determine the best time to implement EMV.
Keeping in mind that EMV is a card-present type of a solution. So if I'm a merchant that is a web-based merchant, EMV isn't going to change my world. So each merchant needs to evaluate their business and determine what is the best fit for them as far as implementation of EMV.
Merchants should consider when or if they decide to implement EMV. What is the total cost of implementation? What is my current fraud chargeback liability? Does moving to EMV make sense in light of my chargeback liability in my industry? What is the potential impact to my business? And what are other potential solutions to addressing EMV concerns?
Will the Edge platform support both contactless EMV and contactless NFC transactions?
Yes. Because these technologies are coming of age at about the same time, it's easy for folks to get confused and think they're related technologies. They're not. In an effort to make our solutions as flexible as possible, not only will the Edge platform support both, but the hardware we're delivering to merchants now will support both.
What additional types of EMV devices does OpenEdge plan on providing?
In addition to the traditional point-of-sale EMV devices we're deploying today, our offering is going to be expanded to cover a lot of different points of interaction: mobile, unattended, kiosk services. And as we pre-certify these devices and add them to our platform, they will be immediately available to the integration you've already done.
Offering greater security with an eye on the future, OpenEdge has the technology, the support resources, and the commitment to ensuring you are ready for EMV long before the liability shift occurs in October.